Welcome to the deep dive, where we sift through, well, all the noise to bring you the insights that really matter. For
Mm.
centuries across continents, there's this one root that cultures have just revered as a source of balance and vitality. Today, we're diving deep into that exact root, ginseng. It's celebrated everywhere, from traditional Chinese and Korean medicine to Native American practices. It's really earned its name as nature's adaptogen for health and vitality. So our mission here is simple: cut through the complexity, pull out the key stuff from our sources, and get you properly informed about this amazing herb. We'll look at what it is, how it works, the different kinds, and some really practical ways you can actually use it. Our guide for this is a great source, Ginseng, Nature's Adaptogen for Health and Vitality. It gives a fantastic overview, types, benefits, uses, the whole lot. Okay, so let's get into it. This idea of ancient wisdom, restoring balance, boosting wellness, what does that actually mean today? Especially when we call ginseng an adaptogen.
That's a great place to start because adaptogen really is the key term here. It
Mhm.
sort of begs the question,
Yeah.
what makes it an adaptogen, right?
Right.
So essentially, adaptogens are these unique natural substances that
Yeah.
help your body adapter, that's the key word, to various stressors. Could be physical, chemical, biological.
Okay.
Think of them as like smart regulators. They don't just push you one way or the other, stimulate or sedate.
Mm-hmm.
They help normalize your body's functions. They protect against stress damage. They guide you back towards balance, homeostasis.
Ah, okay.
And ginseng's ability to do that is really the foundation of its effects. It's about building resilience from the inside out.
Resilience from within. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not just papering over cracks or giving you a quick buzz. That feels like a really important difference. Now, ginseng isn't, packed with calories, but our source says its real power comes from these unique compounds inside it.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not about the calories. When you break down what's in it, nutritionally speaking, you find these key players that drive the benefits. And what's fascinating here, first, you've got the ginsenosides. These are natural compounds, totally unique to ginseng. They're usually seen as the main active components because they do so much powerful antioxidant effects, anti-inflammatory. They're kind of the master keys.
Okay, ginseng follows. Cut it.
Then you also have polysaccharides. These are super important for boosting the immune system. And they also seem to help improve gut health, which is interesting.
Right.
And we shouldn't forget polyphenols. Again, powerful antioxidants, protecting your cells from damage.
So a lot of protective compounds.
Definitely. And on top of those main ones, you get small amounts of essential stuff like B vitamins, vitamin C, and minerals, manganese, zinc, potassium. So yeah, not a meal replacement, but a very potent package of these vital compounds.
Sounds like a tiny biochemical powerhouse, honestly. Okay, so with all that working away inside, what are the actual tangible effects people might notice? Our source outlines 7 key benefits where ginseng really seems to shine.
Absolutely. And the first big one people often notice is its ability to boost energy and reduce fatigue.
Ah, the energy boost.
Yeah. But what's really cool here is how it does it. It's not like caffeine giving you a temporary jolt. Ginseng seems to help your body optimize its own energy production right down at the cellular level, like fine-tuning your internal engine.
Interesting.
So that means more sustained stamina through the day, not that spike and crash.
That sustained energy minus the jitters sounds pretty appealing. And it's interesting, energy and mental clarity often go hand in hand. How does ginseng help with brain function? Focus, memory, that kind of thing.
That link is definitely there. Ginseng actively supports brain function. It might improve memory, focus, just overall mental clarity.
How does it do that?
Well, the thinking is it helps by increasing blood flow to the brain. More blood flow means more oxygen, more nutrients getting delivered right where they're needed, and that helps cognitive performance.
Makes sense. Now, immunity, always a big one. How does ginseng strengthen our defenses?
Right, so it significantly strengthens the immune system. It actually stimulates the activity of your white blood cells.
Okay.
Those are your body's frontline soldiers against infections. So basically, it helps you fight things off more effectively, gives your immune system a real leg up.
Okay, this next one might surprise some people. Blood sugar. How on earth does a root help with blood sugar balance?
It is pretty remarkable, isn't it?
Mm.
But yeah, ginseng can actively help balance blood sugar. It seems to help regulate blood glucose levels.
Really?
Yeah, and this could be particularly useful for people dealing with prediabetes or even type 2 diabetes. It offers a kind of natural support for metabolic health.
Wow. Okay, and going back to it being an adaptogen, I guess stress relief has to be a major part of the picture. How does that work beyond just coping?
Oh, absolutely. It powerfully promotes stress relief. As an adaptogen, its job is to help lower cortisol levels. That's your main stress hormone.
Right, cortisol.
By doing that, it helps build emotional resilience,
Mm-hmm.
promotes a deeper sense of calm, relaxation. It's not about ignoring stress, but helping your body find its equilibrium despite the stress.
Finding equilibrium, I like that framing. And inflammation, we hear so much about that being behind chronic problems. How do those ginsenosides you mentioned tackle inflammation?
Yeah, those ginsenosides are key here again. They are central to ginseng's anti-inflammatory properties. They actively help dial down inflammation throughout the body.
Okay.
And that protective action could potentially help with conditions linked to chronic inflammation, like arthritis maybe.
Interesting. And lastly, heart health. How does ginseng fit into keeping our cardiovascular system happy?
Last but definitely not least, yes, it actively supports heart health.
Hmm.
It seems to improve circulation, better blood flow everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And it also seems to play a role in supporting healthy blood pressure levels, which is obviously vital for your overall heart health. And, if we connect this to the bigger picture, what's really amazing is how interconnected all these benefits are.
Right.
It's not just fixing one thing in isolation. It's contributing to this holistic state of health. Better energy helps your brain work better. Less stress helps your immune system and your heart. It's working on multiple levels at once.
It really does sound like a holistic supporter for well-being. But here's something important our source points out. When we say ginseng, it's not just one thing, is it? There are different types with different characteristics.
That is such a crucial point, because knowing the different types helps you pick the right one for what you need.
Okay.
Probably the most common one people hear about is Asian ginseng, also called Panax ginseng, or sometimes Korean or Chinese ginseng.
Okay.
This one is generally seen as having warming properties. Traditionally, it's used to boost energy, stamina, that sort of thing.
Okay. Warming energy. And then there's American ginseng, Panax quinquefolius. How does that compare? Is it just geographically different?
This is where it gets really interesting, because American ginseng is actually considered cooling in nature, sort of the opposite.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's often used more for calming effects, boosting immunity, maybe supporting focus. Sometimes people find Asian ginseng a bit too stimulating, so American ginseng offers a different balance. They're almost like complementary herbs.
Cooling versus warming. Fascinating contrast. Now, there's also Siberian ginseng mentioned, Eleutherococcus senticosus. But there's a catch, right?
Yes, a very important one. It's vital to know that Siberian ginseng is technically not true ginseng. It's not in the Panax family at all. However, it is still a powerful adaptogen in its own right. It's well known for enhancing endurance and resilience. So the botanical name is different, but its adaptogenic function is still highly valued. Just important not to confuse it with Panax ginseng.
Good distinction to make. And what about processed forms like red ginseng?
Right, red ginseng isn't a separate species. It's actually Panax ginseng, usually the Asian type that's been processed in a specific way. The root is steamed and then dried.
Why do they do that?
Well, the traditional belief, especially in Korean medicine where it's very popular, is that this process enhances its effects, makes it stronger, maybe changes some of the compound balances. It often has a darker reddish color too.
Okay, so stronger version. And finally, wild ginseng. Sounds, well, wild.
It is. And it's definitely the rarest and most prized type. Because it grows naturally, sometimes for many, many years in difficult environments, it tends to develop a much higher concentration of those active compounds, the ginsenosides.
So it's more potent.
Incredibly potent, yes. And that rarity, combined with its potency, is why it commands such a high value. It really sounds like understanding these differences lets you kind of tailor your choice, doesn't it? Whether you need warming, cooling, endurance support.
It really does. Seems there's a ginseng for pretty much every need. Okay, so knowing all this, the big question for you listening is probably, how do I actually use this stuff? How do I bring it into my life? Our sources give some great, practical, even tasty ideas, recipes, simple DIY things. Let's start with maybe the simplest, ginseng tea.
Classic.
Yeah, just a simple, warm drink for energy, immunity.
Yeah.
A gentle start. All you need is maybe 2 or 3 slices of the dried root or about a teaspoon of powder. Steep it in a couple of cups of hot water, maybe 10, 15 minutes. Strain it, add honey or lemon if you want. Easy morning boost.
Definitely. And if you want something more substantial, something with real cultural depth, the sources mention ginseng chicken soup. Samgyetang, the Korean style.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's seen as more than just food. It's like a nourishing, immune-boosting tonic. Usually a small whole chicken is stuffed with glutinous rice, garlic, ginseng roots, juju baits.
Wow.
And then it's slow simmered for like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Ah,
It's incredibly comforting, restorative, especially good when you feel run down.
sounds incredible. Okay, for something maybe quicker, more modern, how about a ginseng smoothie?
Good one. Yeah, a refreshing, energizing way to get it in.
Super simple too, right? Just blend maybe a banana, cup of almond milk, teaspoon of ginseng powder, a bit of honey, maybe some cinnamon for flavor.
Perfect. Blend till smooth, serve it chilled. Great pick-me-up.
But ginseng isn't just for eating or drinking. Our source material also talks about some clever DIY remedies for other things.
Absolutely. It's so versatile. A really easy one for daily support is a ginseng honey tonic.
Okay.
You just mix a teaspoon of ginseng powder into, say, 2 tablespoons of raw honey. Keep it in a jar. Take a spoonful daily. Supports immunity, energy. Super simple, sweet way to get those compounds in.
A spoonful of ginseng honey, easy enough. And this one surprised me. The source even mentions using it for skincare. A ginseng face mask.
That's right. You can mix about a teaspoon of the powder with maybe 2 teaspoons of plain yogurt. Add a little drizzle of honey to make a paste.
And just put it on your face.
Yeah, apply it for 10-15 minutes. It's thought to help brighten and rejuvenate the skin. It just shows how versatile this root is, benefits inside and out.
Incredible. And one more for relaxation. A ginseng bath soak.
This is a lovely one for self-care. Just add about a cup of Epsom salts and maybe 2 tablespoons of ginseng powder to a warm bath.
Oh,
Soak for 20 minutes or so. It's great for stress relief, soothing tired muscles. Really integrates those adaptogenic benefits into a relaxing ritual.
wow. From nourishing your insides with soup and tea to putting it on your face to soaking in it, it really does seem to cover all the bases for holistic health. It's amazing how many ways this single root can support your body, mind, and spirit. So we've covered a lot of ground today. We've looked at ginseng's deep historical roots, the science backing it up, and just how incredibly versatile it is. It's pretty clear it's much more than just some old remedy. It feels like a really potent ally for modern health, helping your body adapt and, well, thrive.
Absolutely. It's an herb that helps your body bolster its defenses, handle stress better, boost vitality, all in these interconnected ways. It really feels like a cornerstone for overall wellness.
So as you think about everything we've discussed in this deep dive, here's something to maybe chew on. In this crazy, fast-paced world we live in, how could intentionally bringing natural adaptogens like ginseng into your life actually cultivate a deeper resilience? Not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, too. Maybe empowering you to navigate everything life throws at you with a bit more ease. We really encourage you to explore which of these ideas might work for you, maybe start small, and just continue your own journey of discovery into the power of these natural allies. Thanks for diving deep with us today.